so before I get too far ahead of myself, man, you know, sometimes I get into stuff and I just dive in and go and I forget to even film it. What I'm doing is I'm creating a little wooden base for the rock cut road diorama. And it's just something basically like a picture frame. Imagine a picture frame where this will set into it. So it kind of cradles it, and then it's just got some feet on it and just goes all the way around, right around the base. I've got some cherry here, and what I did was I did a little Roman ogee right there on the corner, and that's the kind of router bit that I used in my table here. I routed the edges, just the corner, just like, you know, you see over there. You just flip it over and run it over that thing. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to make like a little shelf where it comes down, because this is the top, this is the outside, and this is the bottom down here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking this, I'm turning it over, and we'll move this guy here. And I've got the blade of the table saw sticking up just that far. And what that does is as I cut through there, it's making that notch. And then each time I cut, I flip it around and cut the other side. And then I just move this over just a little bit, you know, 1/16 of an inch. And then I do another cut. Okay, so there we go. That is after just multiple passes. And I just, like I said before, I just move this over just a little bit each time. And then by running this through there, I've just cut this big notch. Now I'm just going to cut it off right there, and then I'll have two pieces that are just alike, and then I'll use those to make a frame to make the base for this. So first off, I have cut all the sides that I need. So 2 short sides and 2 long sides. These are all cherry. And I'm going to make this is what I'm going to make. This one just wasn't quite big enough. So this one's just a touch bigger. Basically, all I need to do is think of it like this. I'm going to take these and I'm going to flatten them out. So if you just take them and open up everything like that, so I've got a short piece, a long piece, a short piece, and a long piece, then I kind of turn them away from me. And I get a little bit of tape. I keep kicking something underneath here. And I want to be careful how I line my tape up. I want it right on the bottom. And then I'm going to flip it over. I've got my straight edge on the wrong side. Flip it over, and I'm going to take the other piece that goes next to it, and I'm going to line it up so it is straight. And because it's on the straight edge here, it's going to stay straight when I bring the two together. Just a lot better. So that's what I got to do. I can do a long piece now, and I've got the bottoms right along this straight edge so that when it lines up, it's going to keep it straight. And then the last one, making sure it's straight on the bottom. I really want to make sure that that doesn't extend beyond the bottom of the trim, because I'm going to index it on the straight edge here against this one so that when they come together just like that, then I press it in real good. So now I roll them all over. They're all lined up properly. So if I fold them up, they just make a frame like that, and then I'll tape that up. But I need to put glue in there. Okay, so I take this, and I'm just scooting this down so you can see. I take this and I just start rolling them up, and I am checking fit, you know, as I come together. See, there's squeeze out there. That's perfect. We want that. And do the same thing there. I'm trying to make sure that everything stays lined up. You can always shift it, but it's always nice to do on the first go. Now, as I'm coming here, I put it on top and I kind of slide it to the bottom, and right before it hits, that's when I glue it. It goes all the way to the bottom. Sometimes that's too far. Okay, so now, before we do too much, I'm going to go on the back side. This is the flattening side. I'm going to wipe these away. Just your finger is fine. If you're much more fastidious, that's okay too. Now I can set it down, and with the square in place, or the straight edge of space in place, I'm going to push down. Okay? All I'm doing is making sure everything is lined up properly. Next thing is I got to square it. Perfect.
it.